My dear, I saw you retreat from love like a flame once burned beyond recognition. You hide your heart as if it's a crime to be tender. I watched you fold your soul into silence to survive. Vulnerability terrifies you because you've been punished for your purity. You fear being seen because you were seen and still abandoned. I watched you armor yourself in loneliness to feel safe. You carry the burden of not trusting your own softness. You pretend not to care because caring once shattered you. Behind your smile, I see the graveyards of unspoken truths. You learned to leave first because no one ever stayed. I watched you build castles no one was allowed to enter. Your silence screams louder than your words ever could. You crave connection, but your scars guard the gates. I see you choosing pride over pleading, dignity over devastation. You deny your needs because needing felt like weakness once. I watched you love from a distance so you wouldn't bleed up close. You fear needing anyone because once, needing broke you. You don't hate vulnerability, you hate how people mishandled yours. I saw you betray your own tenderness to be strong. You confuse shutting down with being healed. I see the war inside you, love or leave before being left. You became your own protector because no one else showed up. You don't dislike vulnerability, you dislike being invisible inside it. You don't want to be cold, but you learned it hurts less. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. You stitched your wounds in silence because no one noticed you bleeding. I see how you hide your hunger for gentleness. You didn't become hard, you became tired. You don't want walls, you just fear betrayal more than loneliness. You pretend nothing touches you, but I see the bruises. You let go quickly because holding on once drowned you. You are not heartless, your heartbreak hidden in human form. You mistake emptiness for safety now. You ghost before you can be ghosted. You don't fear love, you fear love unattended. You give in pieces, afraid your whole self is too much. You push them away hoping someone will refuse to leave. Your silence is louder than your screams ever were. You beg without words, you scream without sound. You test people by disappearing, praying someone will chase you. You call it independence, but it's just old loneliness in new clothes. You sabotage the love you crave because it feels foreign. You act careless because caring once cost you your soul. You think you're safer alone, but it's just quieter pain. You fear being open because open wounds attract the wrong hands. You burn bridges you secretly wish they'd rebuild. You want to trust, but trust once skinned you alive. You want to be held without having to ask. You want loyalty without proving you're worthy of it. You build walls expecting someone to climb them, yet curse them when they don't. You crave a love so deep it knows your shadows. You hide your heart like treasure thieves are nearby. You love like a storm but retreat like a ghost. You dream of intimacy but fear being known too well. You laugh so you won't have to cry. You crave safety, but only know survival. You became distant to stay intact. You pretend you don't care who leaves. You long for someone who won't need convincing. You run not because you don't love, but because you love too much. You punish yourself for the betrayals others committed. You sabotage softness before it can be stolen. You choose silence because words betrayed you before. You fear affection because you equate it with abandonment. You beg God in secret for the kind of love you say you don't need. You romanticize solitude because intimacy petrifies you. You rehearse your exits before you even enter. You armor your vulnerability, but it still bleeds through. You hate needing anyone but ache to be needed. You crave a love that doesn't ask you to shrink. You fake indifference like a religion. You long for someone to hear the things you won't say. You walk away hoping someone will run after you. You destroy what feels real because fake feels familiar. You are not cold, you are just tired of burning. You crave tenderness but flinch when it arrives. You pray someone sees past your "I'm fine." You hope someone will stay long enough to see the ruins. You love with a warning label stitched to your soul. You mourn relationships that never even got the chance to bloom. You wish love didn't feel like Russian roulette. You punish yourself for dreaming of being chosen. You protect your loneliness like it's your last inheritance. You ache for connection but armor yourself against it. You deserve a love you don't have to chase.